bunch of the boys were whooping it up at the Malamute Saloon. The kid that handles the music box was playing a jagtime tune. Back of the bar in a solo game sat Dangerous Dan McGrew. And watching his luck was his light of love, the lady that's known as Lou. Went out of the night, which was 60 below, and into the din and the glare, there stumbled a miner, fresh from the creeks, dog dirty and loaded for bear. He looked like a man with his foot in the grave, and scarcely the strength of a louse. Yet he tilted a poke of dust on the bar, and he called for drinks on the house. There were none could place that stranger's face, yet we searched ourselves for a clue. But we drank his health, and the last to drink was Dangerous Dan McGrew. There are men that somehow grip your eyes and hold them hard like a spell. Such was he, and he seemed to me like a man who had lived in hell. A face most hair and the dreary stare of a dog whose day is done. He watered the green stuff in his glass, and the drops fell one by one. His eyes went rubbering around the room, and he seemed in a kind of haze, till at last that old piano fell in the way of his wandering gaze. The jagtime kid was having a drink, and there was nobody else on the stool. The stranger stumbled across the room, and he plopped down there like a fool. In a buckskin shirt that was glazed with dirt, he sat, and I watched him sway. Then he grasped the keys with his talon hands. My God, that man could play. Were you ever out in the great alone when the night was awful clear, and the icy mountains, they hemmed you in with the silence that you could almost hear? Only the howl of a timber wolf, and you camped there in the cold, a half-dead thing in a stark dead world, clean mad for that muck called gold. While high overhead, green, yellow, and red, the north lights swept in bars, and you've a hunch what that music meant. Hunger and night and stars. Hunger not of the belly kind that's banished with bacon and beans, but the gnawing hunger of a lonely man for a home and all that it means. A fireside far from the cares that are, for walls and a roof above. No so crammed full of cozy joy, and crowned with a woman's love. A woman who's dearer than all the world, and true as heaven is true. Gosh, how ghastly she looks through her rouge, the lady that's known as Lou. The music almost, then on a sudden, the music changed, so soft that you scarce could hear. You felt that your life had been looted clean of all that it once held dear. That someone had stolen the woman you love, that her love was the devil's lie, that your guts were gone and the best for you was to crawl away and die. 'Twas the crowning cry of a heart's despair, and it thrilled you through and through. I guess that'll make it a spread me share, said dangerous Dan McGrew. The music almost died away, then it burst like a pent-up flood, and it seemed to say, repay, repay, and my eyes went red with blood. The thought came back of an ancient wrong, and it stung like a frozen lash. The lust awoke to kill, and the music stopped with a crash. And the stranger turned, and his eyes they burned in a most peculiar way. In a buckskin shirt that was glazed with dirt, he sat, and I watched him sway. Then his lips went in a kind of grin, and he spoke, and his voice was calm. Boys, he said, you don't know me, and none of you give a damn. But I want to state, and my words, they're straight, and I'll bet my poke that they're true, that one of you is a hound of hell, and that one is Dan McGrew. I ducked my head and the lights went out, and two guns blazed in the dark. The lights came on, a woman screamed, two men lay stiff and stark. Pitched on his head and pumped full of lead was dangerous Dan McGrew, while the man from the creeks lay clutched to the breast of the lady that's known as Lou. Now these are the simple facts of the case, and I guess that I ought to know. They say that the stranger was crazed with hooch, and I'm not denying that's so. I ain't so wise as the lawyer guys, but strictly between us two, the woman that held him and pinched his poke was the lady that's known as Lou.